Drink plenty of fluids. Win the swamp tonight.
MP, you're my favorite player, man. Always deliver.
Single tickets and ticket packages are still available for upcoming Magic home games. Visit our website and the nearest ticket booth to secure your tickets.
Every home game's an occasion here in Orlando. And as they came in earlier, the Magic were dressed for what they hope is a special night for them and their fans. Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. And checking out some numbers for Jalen Suggs.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games, and he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
Now Golden State's starting 5. The athletic front court pair, Wiggins alongside Kuminga. Mr. Clutch out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Jackson Davis in at the 5. And for the Magic, underneath, in the post, it's Mycareer and Carter Jr. On out there with Suggs. And it's Howard in at the 3 slot. And through this early portion, Greg, of the season, we've had our fair share of surprises.
Yeah, it's fun to see the preseason predictions go up in flames, right? Every year it feels like we have at least one team that overachieves and shocks us all.
And it's the Warriors to start out. Here's Mr. Clutch. Pass to Kuminga. Good work there as it goes. Kuminga's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Warriors.
Some textbook execution in the screen and roll. Kuminga knowing exactly where to get to ahead of time.
Carter dishes to Mycareer. Gets in there. Carter with the assist.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Kuminga, screen on Suggs. Jackson Davis finds Wiggins. Here's Mr. Clutch. It's tipped. Suggs with the steal. Here's Mycareer. Lays it up off the glass. Mycareer's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Mycareer inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Takes the 3. They get the rebound. Here's Orlando now. It's a 3-point game. This game against Golden State is the first time they've met this season. Pass to Carter. Suggs with the ball. Covered by Wiggins. And it's Suggs missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And the basket by Curry.
Good strategy here from the coaching staff. Put the ball in Curry's hands and see what happens. Usually ends up being pretty good.
Driving to the basket.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Suggs kicks to Howard. Three-pointer. And it's Suggs missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
All right, Brent, quickly. First thing that comes to your mind when you think of Jonathan Kuminga.
Physicality, Kevin. I mean, this guy is so dominant athletically that Jonathan Kuminga is a presence out on the floor. If he continues to put himself in the situations where he can put his body on guys and play fearlessly, his game is going to continue to grow.
And this is something Mycareer continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
Kuminga, screen on Suggs. Mr. Clutch's shot is off.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
Golden State's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. The Magic have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Brown kicks to Mycareer. Pass to Brown. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Goes up on the wing. Another miss by Mycareer. The Warriors have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Clock at 6. Now Jackson Davis. Outside for Curry. And he's good on the 3-ball. Curry's got 6 points.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Brown outside. Suggs with a screen for Brown. Back to Suggs. That's tipped. Now the Warriors moving it up. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against San Antonio played some superb basketball. He scored 35 points, and as you may have guessed with him, a lot of those were on the 3-ball. And he was pretty much big everywhere, doing a little bit of everything. He had a strong all-around game. Is a repeat performance in the cards? See, guys.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Brown outside. Howard with it. Really played well against Milwaukee his last outing. Suggs passes to Carter. Here is Howard. Lets it go with the 3. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Curry with a wide open look. Knocks down the 3-ball. He's got 9.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Suggs finds Mycareer. Over in the corner, Brown. That one's in, his first shot this game.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. The 3. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Chandler's checked in for Wendell Carter. Jordan comes in for Paolo Banchero. Anthony Black's checked in for Howard. And Ball subbed in for Bruce Brown. Let's check out the NBA's top producers from three-point land. Now you look at Moody, 3rd in the NBA. He's someone that if you leave him alone, he's going to knock it down. And, of course, Lonzo Ball.
Either of these 2 guys force defenders to come out well past that 3-point line. And that really opens the floor up
for their entire offense.
Anthony's checked in for Jordan. Stolen by Ball. It's 2-on-1. For the finish. And Ball slams it in.
Lonzo Ball can be so elite playing in the transition game.
Green passes to Mr. Clutch. Stolen by Ball. Suggs against Hield. And it's Suggs missing.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Outside Anthony. For the three. The rebound by Sharp. Last game for the Warriors, it was a loss to the San Antonio Spurs.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
You cannot afford to do that when you're in an opponent's building. You got to knock down free throws. That cost them.
Howard's checked in for Jalen Suggs. The Magic trail by 5. 1:02 left in the first quarter of the game. Ball, the pass to Howard. Now here's Anthony. Just 5 on the clock. Over Hield. Draymond Green grabs the miss.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Took him no time at all on that one. Howard's got 5.
You see right there, that is why everybody is still very high on Lonzo Ball. Has a sixth sense for when to dish it.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. A three-pointer is right on target. Mr. Clutch has got a couple of threes now in the first for the Warriors. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Orlando Magic. They trail by 6. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And he's shooting his free throws to the tune of 75% this season. Fairly standard number.
And so he hits both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Lobbed up there for Green. It's stolen by Anthony. Fires the three. Doesn't go that time. Got it up. And that one released in time, but no good. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Warriors lead by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. We've got Green, Kuminga out there with Kyle. And it's Mr. Clutch, and it's Curry in at the 2. Black, no good.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Now, here's Kyle. Good D by Howard. Here's Black. Pass the ball. Shoots it up. It's rebounded by Kuminga. Warriors leading by 4. Here's Mr. Clutch. Drills it from outside. Mr. Clutch has got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Warriors. Outside Anthony. Here's Chandler. Guarded by Green. No good on that one. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Mr. Clutch, the pass to Curry. Puts up a 3. Mr. Clutch's shot is off. Magic have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. And the layup is good. Mr. Clutch has got the lead up to 9 now for the Warriors.
And obviously, his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Now here's Anthony, another key contributor in that nice win against Milwaukee. And there's a whistle that goes on Mr. Clutch. That is his first foul of the game. And the Warriors making a change here. Jackson Davis is checked in.
Jackson Davis.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. Ball with the bucket.
And aggressiveness from Lonzo showing that he's getting better and better at these quick offensive decisions.
Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Mr. Clutch. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Mr. Clutch has got 17 now.
Sweet to be a difference maker in the game, and he's been a great option for them on these possessions.
Anthony, the pass to Chandler. Five on the clock. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Loving the confidence. Just rise and be free. And you know you can do this.
There's something to be said about knowing yourself. It allows him to shoot and shoot comfortably, even with taller defenders out there.
And, Bray, you've seen the way the game has grown over the years. The skill level of the league is higher than ever.
Yeah, the talent level, Kevin, that is on display on a nightly basis in this league is staggering. But a lot of kids out there watching what's going on. We're going to push this game even further. How exciting is that?
Here's Mr. Clutch. Magic knocking down the tray. To the paint. Here's Cobb. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Black, defended by Kuminga. Black kicks the ball. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And doing a much better job from three-point range than they were in the first. It's going to help them chip away at that lead.
The offensive rebound.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
They are committed to
the end of the first half of play. Warriors ahead, up by 10. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action.
55.
Hey everybody, first off, let's take a gander at what's been happening on the trading block.
If you're looking to add more double-doubles to your stat sheet, Vucevic is the right guy for you. He's a monster on the backboard and the scoreboard. All you have to do is set him up and let him go to work.
And looking now at that first half, anything that could have gone wrong did go wrong for the Orlando Magic.
To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy look shot.
Yeah, the only way to slow down a team with good scores is to disrupt their rhythm. Otherwise, you can fire up that barbecue.
Man, that was 1987 all over again.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Yeah, and that's exactly what he wanted to do out there. Everyone he guarded looked uncomfortable.
Underneath, in the post, it's Mycareer and Carter Jr. Down out there with Suggs. And it's Howard in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley. And he gets it to go.
And Mycareer is putting it all together, capable of scoring from all 3 levels.
From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Mycareer.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Mycareer has. Becoming an elite competitor, people fear almost instantly. And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Now, here's Suggs. D right on him. That shot missing.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
I mean, he's like a magician how quickly he gets that shot off. Was it ever there?
To the wing right side. Now one near Suggs as he lets it go. The Magic again can't hit.
Yeah, this has been a night where you can look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Warriors have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Shooting for Golden State.
Both free throws good for Mr. Clutch. Now Brown. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Carter, the pass to Suggs. Brown wide open. He fires. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
It's his first trip to the line.
First team foul.
That one is off.
At the line for the Magic, Bruce Brown, taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. Warriors leading by 14. Pass to Mr. Clutch. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. There's Kuminga. And he lays it straight in. Kuminga's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Terrific effort on the glass. Love seeing Kuminga throwing his weight around.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic superstar says it's like anything in life. It's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin. Just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. EA thanks. Mr. Clutch, and another basket for Golden State.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And that's his second triple of the half. None for him going into the break.
Here's Mr. Clutch. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Mr. Clutch has got 9 points here in the second half. And Carter now, top of the key. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. That one doesn't go. Kuminga with it. Picked up by Banchero. Kuminga, no good. The Magic trail by 13. Here's Howard, and it's blocked. And they'll keep possession. The shot's good from Carter. Golden State's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Pass to Jackson Davis. Suggs with the steal. Another steal. Here's Kuminga. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
And Kuminga is so physical. He'll get a lot of these.
Every team eventually goes through a coaching change, Brent, and how jarring is that when it happens, for instance, at midseason?
Well, Kevin, it can be pretty devastating for some teams, but for other teams, that change could be refreshing. And a lot of times, if the coach has had a longer tenure with the team, you can feel like a fish out of water with a new voice coming in.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejection. Wow.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Black comes in for Banchero. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Bruce Brown. He had a nice open look right there. Black's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, he's a great floor general out there, and you can see that ball is consistent at looking to distribute and find guys in the right spot.
To the middle. It's stolen by Carter, and they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Warriors.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
Well, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge for them this entire game. And let's be honest, you have to knock down threes to win games these days.
Warriors on D. At one point, they led by 16. Ball with a wide-open look. Warriors with the rebound. Kuminga's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And a quick review, looking at some numbers here for Black. He's averaging 8 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you love how he facilitates their offense. Just a terrific decision maker.
So many times it's with the extra pass, and man, he's delivering.
Chandler's checked in for Orlando. There's Ball with the 3. Warriors with the rebound. And when this game is done with, they'll be off to Los Angeles, taking on the Lakers. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea.
The Magic trail by 10 on the court for Golden State here in the 4th. The athletic front court pair, Wiggins alongside Kuminga. Mr. Clutch out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Jackson Davis in at the center, filling out the middle. Curry passes to Mr. Clutch. Chandler with the rebound. The Magic shooting around 40% from the floor here. Pass the ball. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And really trying to work the ball inside here and starting to get results. A lot of that offense coming in the paint here in the second half.
Warriors leading by 7. Wiggins passes to Mr. Clutch. Launches it. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Orlando Magic to the inside. Here's Jordan. Curry with the rebound. The Warriors shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. And Kuminga throws it down.
Well, those dunks from Kuminga ignite his team. They feel like that's more than 2 points.
60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. Outside, Ball. Pass to Chandler. Doesn't go for him. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Here's Curry. Wow! Magical moves inside from Steph Curry.
If you're the D, you cannot let Curry do that to you, using that handle to get where he wants to go on the floor.
Ball surveying the defense. Down low. Here's Chandler. It's rebounded by Golden State. Jackson Davis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Driving the lane, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Ball dishes to Jordan. Chandler outside. Outside Anthony. 4 on the shot clock. Off target with his 3.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Banchero's checked in for Orlando. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
I was able to listen in on what Jamal Mosley was going over with his team. He told them, you can do a lot of great things out there and still lose if you don't take care of the boards. I want to see more effort, gang rebounding, everyone involved. That was his only focus. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
So for the Magic, Carter, he's checked in for Chandler. Suggs comes in for Black. And it's Bruce Brown in for Cole Anthony.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And there's a whistle that goes on Mr. Clutch. That's his 5th foul.
And it's clear he's been a little out of control here tonight. The refs clearly have their eyes on him, and that's number 5.
Brown the pass to Ball. Banchero is screened for Ball. Inside, Banchero kicks to Suggs. From outside the arc.
Since that trade out of Minnesota, Andrew Wiggins has really stepped up his ability on the defensive end of the floor.
Mr. Clutch, the pass to Curry. Comes up empty, and he's now 5 for 8.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Ball kicks to Brown. Here's Banchero. Brown with a screen on Curry. Outside, Ball. It's hauled in by Jackson Davis. Jackson Davis has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Curry passes to Mr. Clutch. Beyond the arc. And that's good. Stephen Curry for 3. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And Ball slams it in.
And we don't see this all that often, but is Lonzo Ball going to start calling his own number tonight? He should. Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
To the inside. Nice defense from Kuminga. Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 16-4 run. Murray finds Kuminga. Here's Mr. Clutch. Floats it up for Kuminga. And that's going to be a travel.
Really, it's about valuing the possession. It seems like he's trying to manufacture offense out there rather than just letting the play develop.
Howard's checked in for Lonzo Ball. And Golden State also making a change. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Kuminga. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Warriors on D. They've allowed just 7 points here in the 4th quarter. It's Carter, high post. Back to Suggs. Shot clock at 5. Banchero, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And just not nearly as effective at drawing fouls on the defense as he was in that first half.
And the biggest reason Banchero went first overall, Paolo brings you playmaking ability at 6'10". He's got a very rare skill set for that size.
Pass to Mr. Clutch. That 3 off the mark. And there's a whistle that goes on Mr. Clutch. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
And he has to take...
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. See you later.
You earned that one.